Hey guys, this is James, the Rambling Dasher, and we're heading out for a little dash. Tonight we're just going to do another ride along as usual. Hope you guys can stick around to the end. I am leaving the neighborhood and haven't got any orders as of yet, so I thought I would just jump in, check out our ratings at the beginning of today. Still platinum, holding on to that by a thread. I am my acceptance rate is 74%, completion 100, on time is 83, quality 100, 4.99 rating, with customer rating down to 124 deliveries in the last 30 days. I can't, oh crap, can't see around the bus, and then here comes a car coming, so I gotta get out of here. So I have taken off a few days. Last Wednesday and Friday and Monday I did not dash, so or my normal days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday for about 6 hours in the evening time. So that's kind of where we're at. The goal for those nights in 6 hours is $100. I see a lot of people are saying they get a lot more than $100 or more than 20 bucks an hour. You know, I see people like, if you can't make $35 an hour, you should go get a real job. And I'm just like, okay. Keep your nose up in the air. So we do what we can do. We make the money we can make. Oh, and here we just got an offer for quite a long delivery, 17.8 miles for $22.73, and that thing has got to be delivered somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in Little Rock. I hate to accept that. At 1024 Cemetery Road. I don't know that I want to deliver that one. I know it's $22. It's going to take me an hour plus to deliver it, but I'm gonna let that one slide because I do not want to go anywhere near Little Rock. Yeah, so I just turned down a $22 order to start the day. Wow, that is tough. That one is tough right there. And the reality is I'm probably like 4 or 5 miles away from this restaurant, and why am I the first one to get it? I don't know. That's interesting. Oh well. So yeah, and I know that today, because I was just working on the last 2 videos that I didn't get uploaded before I went on the trip, were episode 99 and episode 100, which makes today episode 101. So 101 episodes of the Rambling Dasher. Quite the feat. And then on Friday, not on Friday, what would have been last, yeah, well, not, it would have been not last Friday, but the Friday before, I hit, at the end of that day, I hit 3,000 dashes. So 3,000 dashes in a lifetime dashes in about a year and a half, probably a little over a year and a half now. So yeah, it's I don't know, 3,000 dashes is quite a few, I think. So anyway, but yeah, I know that it's different here than in a lot of places. We don't have a lot of government regulation and oversight and extra taxes that force DoorDash and other entities to pay people a lot more per hour, and that's okay, because you know, it is what it is. We don't have to live there and put up with all of that stuff. So we got our own stuff to put up with, but I'm glad to make $20 an hour anytime that I can. I feel like it's definitely worth it. I know gas here is hovering around $2.60 a gallon, instead of over $4 a gallon in those kind of places. I know that the fast food industry in some of those places are you know, you have to pay your employees like 20 bucks an hour. And yeah, I mean, we just went out to Seattle and we saw burgers for no less than I don't remember seeing a burger less than $15. And that was a very mediocre burger. So I just got an offer for McDonald's, which is nowhere close to where, well, it is close, but I have to turn around. 3.3 miles.
North Reynolds Road, Arkansas 183.
And there, the microphone was on. So I don't know. I'm just gonna make a U right here and go back across the freeway. But yeah, so here in Arkansas, it's hopefully a little bit simpler life. Not that much traffic. And I don't live in Little Rock. I know they got traffic some, but nothing like in other places. We don't have a lot of here's another add-on for $4.25 that's going to add an additional 0 feet. So I just wonder if it's going to the same exact household or the same apartment, maybe. I don't know. So there you go. 3.3 miles. We're over $10, and hopefully we make up for that lost $22. It's going to take us every time I go to that saltgrass place, it takes me a good 15 minutes waiting on the order in there. And it's not a good traffic time, and I am somewhat skeptical of the delivery address when it's on a cemetery road. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip on that one. Alright, well, I am at McDonald's, so I'm gonna jump off of here. You guys sit tight. We'll be back. We'll share anything and everything we can associated with DoorDash and accepts, declines, just like that one we declined and the 2 that I accepted. Hopefully give a little insight into how it's done. Yeah, so stick around, see what happens. And our goal, we're shooting for $100, so we're gonna hoping that we can keep our fingers crossed that we can make that happen tonight too. So see you in a minute. All right. We have the food loaded up and we are headed back across the freeway. I have no idea where we're going here. Where is this taking me? No, I know where it's going. All right. It says it's 2.7 miles. It's going to take me 8 minutes. Turns out both orders are at the same place. So, even better. Alright, so here is where we start the rambling. If I've got it on record. I guess I do. So yeah, we've been doing this channel for 100 episodes. Sometimes, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time I get 2 episodes per dash if I do the full 6 hours. So like tonight will be an early one, just a rambling dasher. Then the second episode will be dashing in the dark. So we got to break it down, split it into 2. Sometimes they could be long videos. It depends on how many times I just hit pause and just let it play out while I'm driving around. So I'm gonna be maybe focusing on doing more of that kind of stuff where I just kind of let it pause and not just number one, I don't, you know, y'all don't have to watch me eat my dinner, which I'm doing in the car, and I brought a whole big bowl here of carrots and tomatoes and cheese and pepperoni, and I think there's blueberries and apples. So all that fun stuff is in there. And then what else? Oh, I got 1 Clif Bar. So Clif Bar reminds me that we have Clif Bars in our Amazon store. So yes, I have Amazon store for the Rambling Dasher. It's down in the link in the comments, and it'll be in the link in the description. So check that out. Got a lot of stuff in there as far as that goes, and here's a little tidbit, is that you don't even have to buy anything off of our list, and it still helps us out. So and I'll tell you another little secret. Last week, I don't know what day it was, but someone bought 3 items off of us, and we have our, I don't know if it's 1 or 2 orders, could have been 3 orders for all I know. I think it was just 1, but who knows. But yeah, got a little bit of extra money. I don't know how they pay it, because this is our 2nd order, and haven't seen any money from the first one, so I don't know how they send us the money. At some point I'll have to figure that out whenever I get too worried about, but right now it's not a whole lot of money, but every little bit helps, and much appreciated to whoever purchased a few things. And they purchased things that looked like they were right off the list. So the first time people ordered stuff, they were not off of my list. So they just went in there and used our link to buy some random stuff. But this time it looked like they were off of our list, but it could have been different sizes or different things. I don't know. But either way, it helps us. It's exciting that no one has to pay any extra to help us out. If we use affiliate links to go purchase things off of Amazon, that's freaking awesome. So I try to do that for people that I follow on YouTube, just to help them out a little bit here and there. So much appreciated to anybody that would do that. So, and I normally have white chocolate macadamia nut, but I had this chocolate chip Clif Bar here. But if you like chocolate chip, if you haven't tried Clif Bars, I get them on subscription, so I get a box of 15 shipped to me once a month, and it's like $15. So they're about $1 a piece, and you can't even buy candy bars for that at the grocery store. And Clif Bars, I don't know, seemingly they're better for you than our candy bar, and I wouldn't go so far as to say it's a meal replacement, but because I can't live off of just 250 calories, so that's all. It's 250 calories, but it's got a lot of organic things in there, and it's got oats instead of high fructose corn syrup and all that fun stuff. So anyway, and they're really tasty. So anyway, got a lot of other stuff on there. If you want to check it out, feel free to. But yeah, much appreciated. If you got to buy something, you want to get it on Amazon, use my link and go purchase your stuff, and it helps us out. So that would be great. So yeah, we're gonna deliver these 2 orders here, and then get back and see what other kind of offers we could find. But yeah, that's typically the deal. Is we do 3 nights a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If we don't do good on Monday or Wednesday, we got Tuesday and Thursday we can throw out some extra time, or over the weekend. The goal is to hit $300 in a week. So now I've basically missed, I missed all of last week. Well, I didn't miss. I got $47 on Monday night, and I cut Monday night short. I forget why, but I cut Monday night short. I only worked till about 7:30, and only got $47. I had 8 orders for $47. If that tells you anything, it was horrible. So anyway, that was last Monday night, and then I've missed this Monday, so I'm going on Wednesday, and we'll see what we can round up. My goal here is to try to get these videos turned out. So I worked today. I'm having some issues with my laptop, so I'm just doing as much as I can in between my real job. So I was trying to I got it all downloaded. Now I got to get it uploaded to YouTube, and then I got the episode 100 to make as well, but I didn't get 99 uploaded before I left the house, I don't think. Anyway, I didn't log back into that computer, or I have a toggle switch between computer A, computer B for work, so I didn't switch back over to my personal computer to see if it had finished uploading. But I had tried uploading it 2 or 3 times, and I got the blue screen of death, and it rebooted both times. So I don't know what's going on with that thing, but it's probably, that computer is probably at least 10 years old. So unfortunately, I may have to get a new one at some point, and I'm just worried that whatever I'm gonna get, I don't know what kind of shape it's gonna be. It's just, you never know with electronics, whether it's a good brand name or not. It's just it's a crapshoot to me anyway. And plus, I just would much rather get it from somewhere that I got it for free, like for work. So I haven't had to buy a computer in years. Oh, I gotta turn here. All right, I'm gonna hit pause. We'll catch up with you in a second after I get this delivered. All right, guys, that was 35 minutes, $10.50. It says $2.25 base pay with $4 tip on one order. I don't know what it's doing there, but anyway, I got $10.50. So I need to go see if I can get back. I didn't send them an extra message at the end, so we'll just do that real quick. That's interesting. All right, so 10:50 in about 35 minutes. Now heading back into town. See what else we can get thrown our way. So yeah, the Friday before, I think I did 11 deliveries and got 99 plus a $5 cash tip. So I almost did $10 per delivery. Excuse me. That would be ideal if you can get $10 per delivery. Now, I don't know how this one works, because it was 2 deliveries to the same address, but it was $10 and something, and it does say 2 orders. I hate coming out here because this road at this time of day is just a steady stream of people, and what's weird is both directions usually. But yeah, on last Monday it was bad. I think I was $47. I had 8 deliveries in 2.5, maybe 3.5 hours. 8 deliveries, 3.5 hours, $47, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is bad. That was on a Monday night. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, here's another dilemma I have. Because my AR is at 74. I want to accept all the orders to try to get back up in the 80s. But this one here is a little bit too far. 9.7 for 5.75 miles. I am going to just flat out decline it. And it's going to knock my AR, potentially knock my AR down. Because I've already declined 1 and accepted 2. And now I've declined 2 and accepted 2. So let's see if we can see what my AR is at all. Oh, there's another. Dang it, I'm in the wrong freaking lane. I don't know that I can get over there. Maybe I can sneak over there. Alright, we're gonna do it. And try not to run anybody over. So we're gonna accept this one for nukes. It's almost $10, like $9.75. And I can't remember the mileage. 3, 4, 5 miles, something like that. So just the opposite of the $5 order for 9.7 miles. Now we got $9.75 for less than half of the mileage. So headed to nukes. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it, but I do not want to drop down out of my platinum status. I'm gonna see if I can go look at that real quick. I don't know if I can. Ratings. Number one, it's so freaking sunshiny right now. So I still holding on to a 74. So on those 2 declines, that must have been dropping off of. They must have dropped off some other declines or something. Of the 4 that I've accepted, I knocked off 2 declines and added 2 declines, so I'm still at 74. So not a bad deal on 2 orders that just aren't. I mean, that first one, I was so tempted to take it, but man, oh man, 17 miles, and it's so far into Little Rock and a place called Cemetery Road. I'm just like, I don't know about that. That sounds too creepy for me. So I'm at Nukes. I'm gonna run inside and grab this food, and we'll be right back to get this thing knocked out. So see you in a minute. All right, guys, we have 3 miles, 10 minutes. Let's see, where are we going? Okay, I got it. I've got it figured out. All right. So, all right. I got to drive around the whole Kroger parking lot. Alright guys, I'm going to hit pause. I'll be back with you in what seems like just a second, and we will figure out what we got paid on this delivery. So, see you in just a second. Alright guys, we got that one delivered. I think I can just turn around in the driveway here. 58 minutes, and we're at $20.25. We've delivered, well, we've accepted 3 out of 5 offers, and that one was $3 base with $6.75 tip. So thank you very much to those people. So yeah. All right, so Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Hopefully I could just stay on this road. I don't remember turning off of it, but maybe I did. Anyway, alright, so it's gonna take me a few minutes to get back in town. I'm munching on a bunch of carrots, so I'm gonna keep doing that. But again, we're up to $20 in a little bit under an hour. So we're gonna keep after it and see if we can get up over 100 before this night is over. So I'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, we are, I don't know what we're doing. We've got both orders, I hope, and maybe this one is just like, yeah, maybe just a couple doors down. So one order is just another fast food restaurant. Oh well, I'm just gonna go across the front instead of the back. And I don't know where the other one is, but I'm gonna go deliver these orders and get them taken care of, and then I will catch up with you guys on the back side. So just hang tight and we're gonna race to the finish. All right, just to fill you in, I delivered that one and it was puts us up to $24. It was $3.75 for that little add-on order, so I accepted it because it was, well, I thought it said it was only 1.1 extra miles, which if it was 0.1 extra miles, I could have walked it over here. But anyway, so now but yeah, it was $3.75, $2 base with a $1.75 tip. So I took care of that one. Now off to see the next person, and I don't know where this delivery is, so it looks like across the freeway. So all right, so I'll tell you, I will catch up with you guys on the other side of this one, and just sit tight. I know you're on the edge of your seat. You can't wait to see what's going to happen. So I really don't know either. So I'm right there with you. I think it was like $6 or something like that. So anyway, we'll see when we get there. See you in a minute. All right, we have delivered both the Taco Bell orders. That one was one of those plus orders, which is one of my little pet peeves about DoorDashing, is why does it need the plus sign? And then it gets you all hyped up because you don't know. Well, not that you don't know, you just have an expectation that it's going to be decent. And this one, I mean, I accepted the order. I would have accepted the $6 order and it said plus, so I was like, oh, okay. It's $6.50. So that was a $2 base pay with a $4.50 tip, for $6.50 with a total of $30.50 on the dash so far. So that still puts us at a $20 an hour clip. I just need another $10 in the next half hour. So 1 hour and 27 minutes, 5 out of 8 offers accepted. So yeah. So we're going to keep it going, see what we can come up with. Fingers crossed we can get another $10 in the next half hour and hit the $40 by the 2 hour mark. So, all right, I'm going to hit pause. We'll catch up with you when we get their next order and keep going. So we'll see you in a minute.
Saturday only at the Robert Irwin Jewelers in the Pleasant Ridge Town Center next to Fresh Market.
It's a legit 60% off sale. Do not miss it.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment and Poet, founded over 10 years ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. Arkansas Municipal Equipment specializes in refuse and recycled equipment. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, and roll-off dumpsters. But they don't just sell it to you. You can get parts and service for all makes and models for refuse equipment. Their technicians travel the state to take care of you.
What the hell?
Town Point S and Benton presents Trey Biddy when he joins Justin and DJ in the Zone every Monday to talk all things razor City in the Zone brought to you by Tire Town Point S in Benton. Find them online at pointstire.com.
Live from the Eat My Catfish studios, you feed your crave for sports by listening to Drive Time Sports. Much like you feed your crave at any of the 7 Eat My Catfish locations. Drive Time Sports, tapped with refreshing sports opinion on the Buzz Radio Network.
Drive Time Sports here on the Buzz Radio Network. Rick Schaefer, Marcus Elliott, I'm Randy Rainwater. Mark, I don't know if it's by coincidence or not, but it seems like when you're on, all we talk about is food. Is that by coincidence or not?
I don't have a problem.
Well, I'm trying to tell you that Double F came up with, again, this magnificent, not unbelievable, but this magnificent option. Once again, we have the or. You can go down the line of scrimmage and you can pitch it or you can keep it. This is tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday night. Now, you have to remember the Riverfront Steakhouse is only open 3 nights. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. And so when Double F came up with this dual option, I'm thinking, how could he make it better than the one last week? Because we had the pork chop. Remember the pork chop option? Yeah, the 12 ounce. But I came out with the 8 ounce filet, the mound of hot rolls, the special hot rolls. You know, he got that recipe from up in, I want to say Town. Yeah, or it was in Northwest Arkansas. He got this particular recipe for these hot rolls. Oh my goodness. And the mound of butter. Frank's always big on butter. The mashed potatoes and the world famous 28 item salad bar with those homemade dressings. $39.75. $39.75. Heck of a deal for an 8 ounce filet and all the other stuff. Now it gets better. Now, the big boy. The 10 ounce filet with those magnificent hot rolls and the mountain roll. And the mashed potatoes and the world famous salad bar. $49.75 for $10 more. You get a 10 ounce filet compared to an 8 ounce filet. Yeah, baby. Price a 10 ounce filet just by itself, particularly. I don't know how Double F has done it to keep the price down on the meat cost, because meat's just, it's going through the roof. I don't know how does meat get through the roof? I wondered that.
No.
Does it escape through like the air conditioning vents or something?
Yeah,
but anyway,
see.
yeah. But the National Guard will be on hand to park all the people. But make your reservation now. This is for tomorrow night and Friday night and Saturday night. Do all 3. 371-9000, 501-371-9000. And I will tease you again tomorrow about the flavor of the steak with the salt and pepper along with the butter. Makes that steak tender and delicious.
It's all over the map. For the players, they're sick of practicing, so any game is good. Let's
That's a good point. Good point. You're ready to play somebody else besides yourself. All right, Bart, this from our D3 Auto Sales Buzz text line. If Bart is on, can you break down Caleb Holt, the recruit that took a visit, and also can you give us a projected starting line?
All right, guys, looks like you got to listen to some sports talk radio there, because I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, we may have to edit that out. So if in this mark we might say edit here, so maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. I'll probably forget it all about it. But anyway, so we did get an order for Chick-fil-A. It was like $6-ish maybe, and I went in, and as soon as I parked, it said the order was ready to be picked up, but it was, I don't know why. I think they mark them as ready as soon as they, I don't know, maybe they get them ready, mark them ready, as soon as they get the food ready, but then it still has to be set over to the side and packaged up and sealed and all that stuff, and maybe a drink made or who knows what all. But it takes a while. So this says 6 miles for 14 minutes. So we're gonna go make this delivery. I don't know, maybe was it $6? Yeah, it seems like it was $6. It didn't seem like that was this far, but oh well, it is what it is. We're gonna get it delivered. It looks like it goes up Spring Hill quite a ways. So all right, we're gonna catch up with you guys after this. Hopefully we'll hit the pause button this time and you won't hear all the stuff. So we'll catch you in a minute. All right, guys, so that was $7.25. One thing I forgot to mention is earlier, before I went to Taco Bell, I did get an offer for a $2 order for somewhere for Panda Express, and I declined it. So at some point I'm gonna have to accept some orders that I don't want to accept. So I do not want to fall below the 70% AR, so I'm gonna have to work my way up there and accept some crap orders. So right now we're at $37.75 after an hour and 55 minutes, and it's going to take us a good 10 minutes to get back into position to get another offer. I can't see the screen, the sun is too bright right here. So let's see what else it says. $37.75, hour and 55 minutes. That order was $7.25, $3.25 base with a $4 tip. So yeah, we're gonna keep going after it. Sit tight, and I will be right back with another order. Hey guys, we are at Taco Bell and just accepted a lowball order for $4.25, $4.75 for like 2 miles. So wouldn't have accepted it except we're very low AR. So I'm gonna run in and grab it, and we will get back with you in just a second. All right guys, we have picked up our Taco Bell and we are headed to somewhere. I don't know where this is taking me. I'm not real sure, but it looks like, okay, I think I know. All right guys, so 6 minutes, 1.7 miles. I am going to get this delivered, and we will see what we get paid on the other side. I know it's not a whole lot, but maybe they'll give us a big tip on the back end, but I'm not gonna count that as happening either. I think it's been a good long while since I've got anyone adding to a tip on the back side. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just been few and far between as of late. So anyway, all right, we will catch you when this drops off and we'll see what we got. See you in a minute. All right, guys, that was $2 base, $2.50 tip. That puts us at $42.25 in about maybe 2 hours and 20 minutes. So we're behind the 8 ball now. But we're going to keep it going and see what we can get. I don't know how far away I am from getting any deliveries, but I think I'm going to go back out to where the Larry's Pizza is out here. And there's a Pizza Hut, and if I don't get anything there, I'm going to cut back into Benton. So I'll catch up with you guys on the way after we get in our next order, wherever that might be, and we'll keep going. So catch you in a second. All right, guys, we have accepted another small order from Larry's Pizza, and I'm going to send this person a message. I pulled up in the parking lot and we're going to run in and grab it, so be right back. All right, we are loaded up. They had a dessert Bavarian cream pizza from Larry's, and which way are we going? Looks like I'm going back this way. All right, it says 2.3 miles in 6 minutes. I'm gonna pay attention to the road and catch up with you guys when we get this delivered and see all the monies that we made. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, that was $4.50, $2 base with a $2.50 tip. We're up to $46.75 in 2 hours and 44 minutes. So the first 2 hours were $20 an hour. The third hour we're looking at $8. So yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, I'm gonna get back out there a little bit outside of the order area, but we're gonna head back over to where Larry's was, even though that was only a $4 one. Usually I get better orders out of there, and they're relatively usually simple deliveries. So anyway, head back over that way. We'll let you know when we get another order. See you in a minute. Hey guys, we just picked up an order for Papa John's down in Benton. I have arrived at the store. I'm sending these people a message. It's a cash delivery. I think it was like $7 and some change, which is kind of cray-cray for a cash order, but it was 9 miles delivery. So I was 2 or 3 miles away, so I fully expect a 20-minute delivery coming up, so we'll see what it looks like after I pick this up. I'm trying to figure out, I'm gonna have to pause this and figure out how to send these people a message, because I don't know what I'm doing. What's up with that? All right, I'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, the delivery is 7 miles, 11 minutes. It looks like it's way down in Haskell. Is what it looks like anyway. So, all right, I am going to listen to some radio. and let you guys enjoy a second away from me, because it won't take much of any time at all. So the customer's like, OMG, I'm dying. So I'm hoping they're dying enough to give me a decent tip, because I have no idea. I mean, it was $7 and something with no tip on the base pay. So, and then it's a cash delivery, so I get to keep whatever extra money they hand out. So fingers crossed they give me a decent tip. So, all right, I'm getting on the freeway here, and it's looking a little dicey, so we'll get off here. We'll see you after we drop this off. All right, guys, that was a good long delivery. We're up to $54.25, and they gave me we'll just say $5 tip in cash. I'm not gonna count the change. So so that puts us right at almost $60, but $59. Now I gotta drive all the way back into town. So that was $7.50 base. Let me see. Yeah, it says $7.50 base. Cash on delivery $34. She gave me $34.58, and she gave me tip $40. So yeah, so 3 hours and 14 minutes already. So we're over halfway to the finish line, and we're at about $60. So that what does that put us at? It's still $60 at 3 hours, would be $20 an hour. We're a little bit below that, but not too bad. So, but it's still going to take us a little bit to get back into town. So that's the downside to that. So that one was $12.50 for that order. So that was not too bad. All right, I'm going to hit the pause button, and we'll come back, or maybe I won't hit the pause button. I think we're getting close to, maybe we'll do one more delivery, because the sun is going down a little bit faster every day. So once it gets behind some trees, it starts to get dark or darker. I can still see the sun shining through some tree at the below the limbs up ahead. But anyway, so in the next 20 minutes or so, we'll switch over to dashing in the dark. So just keep that in mind. So maybe we'll hit $70 or something, $60, $65, $70 before we go to dashing in the dark. It's always a good thing if we could do something like that. And oh, that's another notification. I'm not getting orders way out here. So so yeah. Huh. Okay. So a little bit about door dashing for me is one thing, and I talk about this often, is I have a full-time job during the day. I do dashing in the evenings for two reasons. One is to pay a little bit of bills that I have that I can't cover with my paycheck, and then to go on trips. So my son and I just went on a trip to Seattle. We flew out there on Wednesday morning, and we had the day on Wednesday. We got there, I don't know, relatively early. Walked around. Then we went, the next day we had a free day as well. We went over to the Needle, the Space Needle, took a, I don't know, not a tour of the Space Needle, but we went up in the Space Needle, so that was kind of cool. An opportunity to go up in that was awesome. A lot of walking, walked down to the pier there. I was, for whatever reason, I was thinking they were on the ocean, but I don't know how far away it is to the ocean. There's a lot of little inlets that come into this thing called the Puget Sound. And so Seattle is built on that big body of water. So we walked along the pier, kind of a lot of boardwalk kind of stuff. They had a big Ferris wheel there. We didn't do that. We just walked a lot. And as we were walking back up the hill towards our hotel, there was this like a walk-only set of stairs that goes from street level to street level to street level, and there's a bunch of businesses in there. And on one of the platforms, or the levels between whatever, but one of the middle levels there between streets, there was a band set up, like they did a cover band, and they were just singing all kinds of stuff that we knew for the most part. I can't tell you what all they did. Simple Minds, from not 16 Candles, whatever that other movie is that their Brat Packs were in. Don't You Forget About Me. They did a Depeche Mode song that I didn't really recognize it, but then my son was like, he pulled it up, and I was like, oh yeah, this is. I'm not the biggest Depeche Mode kind of fan, but anyway, they did Prince, one of the Prince songs that was really good, and I've forgotten which one it was. I forget who else they did. So they did quite a few songs, and they had been there. I don't know how long they were there when we walked up. They did that Right Round song, or whatever that's, I don't know what it's called, but Right Round, Round, or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, they did that song. But yeah, it was pretty good. We enjoyed. I think we stayed till they finished, and we probably got 6-7 songs out of the deal, so that was good. Then we finished walking back to the hotel. I don't remember which night it was. I think it was the night we got there. We went to this pizza place, and it was one of those brick oven, wood-fired brick oven places. I think it was wood-fired. Could have been coal, but definitely had some open flame in there. And it wasn't gas. I could tell that. So anyway, it was really good brick oven pizza. So enjoyed that. I don't know what it is about the North, the West. I don't think, I rarely find fennel sausage on pizzas here anyway. So I enjoy that. It's got a unique flavor, really tasty. So yeah, it was good. I think I'm gonna go this way. We had a good time though. We did, so we went there because there's like a con or a convention for indie games, but they also have a big section for like D&D players and tabletop games and stuff like that. So a lot of people playing new games, a lot of different versions of D&D, you know, so lots of different things going on there. That was pretty interesting. Oh, guess what? Saline County Fair is happening right now. I forgot all about that. So there's a lot of people out here at the Saline County Fair, and a bunch of freaking cars down here. So yeah, I'm gonna run into some traffic of people probably trying to leave. I got $5 parking, or maybe you can park across the street at the church. And it looks like they're probably charging as well. it says all proceeds are going to something, so I don't know. Maybe it's just give what you can and they donate it. Anyway, so get out and attend Saline County Fair if you have a chance. Support your local community. I personally think it's still too hot out to have a fair. I think they should wait till October, maybe late October in Arkansas to have a fair, because it is freaking hot. So yeah, we did that. We had 2 days worth of passes to, it's called PAX West, and in 24 we did PAX East in Boston. So that was kind of cool. Lots of video games, lots of indie games stuff. I mean, I'm not a big video game player, but my kid, he really likes that kind of stuff, and they had a lot of colleges or schools there that were catering towards video game development. So I mean, that's one thing. If that's something he's interested in doing, then he definitely want to get him going to a school that you know, does that kind of stuff. So there's definitely some of those things. And to be able to sit there and you get to talk to people that are actually working on those indie games. So that's kind of interesting to be able to talk to them, to kind of get the span or life of a game itself, because some of the games are not even live. They're just like, hey, you can come and play a demo, or hey, it'll be out next year, you know. Oh, we've been here for 3 years and it's just out now. So that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, what in the world? So it takes, you know, a good long while to get these games out there in the world. And they all seem to be going, not all of them, but a lot of them use this platform called Steam. So you can go buy video games on Steam, and then the money goes towards, you know, obviously Steam gets money, but that's how the developers make money off of that platform as well. So it's kind of interesting in that regard. But yeah, they just get a lot of fans through these types of big platform games as well. Like the Switch 2 had a huge presence, and they had consoles set up in these big open areas. I mean, it's a huge, like, they use 3 different buildings within the convention center in Seattle, and yeah, it was huge. But anyway, we did that, and then the last day we had to check out of our hotel at, what did we do? We checked out of our hotel at 11, and then our flight was a red eye that left at 11. So we had a 12-hour window where we didn't have anything planned or anything to do. So we just left our bags at the hotel and took off on foot, and we ended up down there at that fish market where they throw the fish, but they weren't throwing any fish at the time. So we walked through that, then we walked down to the pier again, and we were going to take a ferry over to another town, and then we walked past this one boat that goes out into the bay, and I was like, I'd rather do a sailboat. And right next door to it was this 77-foot racing sailboat that takes passengers out for like a 2-hour cruise. So we paid a lot of money to go do that, and we set out on a sailboat with like 20-30 people and 2 crew, and went on a 2-hour cruise through the Puget Sound. I mean, we didn't go too far. The wind was barely even blowing, and a lot of times it wasn't blowing, so they shut the sails down and turned the motor back on. But we had a good time anyway. Saw a bunch of porpoises and stuff, a lot of seagulls. We did see one day we saw a seal, but we couldn't get a picture of it, and we were trying to, but it was on a mission, and we were walking down the pier, and it was going the same direction, but it was going a lot faster than we were. So anyway, I wish we would have saw some more seals, but we didn't. All right, so here I just get another order, or an order for McDonald's. It's 1.6 miles for $5. So I will accept that order, and now I just got to figure out how to turn around in this parking lot and go and get it. So anyway, but yeah, that's why we missed a couple days, just because we were using DoorDash money to go on a trip and spend some time together and that kind of stuff. So, and we had a good time. Now, are we both still tired today? Because we did not sleep on that overnight flight coming back from Seattle to Atlanta, and we were just dog tired all day on Monday, and then getting up for work on Tuesday, and then what did I took him back to his mom's house on Monday, and then he came over last night, and I took him to school this morning, and I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, all right, so I'm at McDonald's. We'll be right back. All right, guys, 1.4 miles, 5 minutes. We're going to knock this delivery out. I'll catch you guys on the other side and see how much we got. I know it was only $5, so rest assured it was a $2 order, $2 base pay with a $3 tip. So anyway, we'll see. Catch you in a second. All right, guys, I was right. $2 base. $3 tip. And if I can get out of this place without hitting anything here. So we're at 3 hours and 43 minutes. 10 out of 13 offers accepted. $59.25 plus $5 is $64.25. So I think we're going to end it at that. And let me just jump over real quick to the go to the home screen, see where we are on our ratings, if we've done any better or worse. So overall, my acceptance rate has moved up 1 to 75. Completion rate 100. On time is 84, so I think it moved up 1 as well. The quality is still at 100. My customer rating 4.99. I have deliveries in the last 30 days 134, and lifetime doesn't update until later. So I'm gonna call it for this episode. Thank you guys for sticking around. Be sure to check out those links down below in the comments and or the description. I've got a lot of things going on. My daughter is, I didn't mention this earlier, my daughter's in Japan and could use some help. So we've got a little t-shirt shop for her, and she's putting out a different t-shirt every month. A new one will be coming out for September, and I don't know exactly what that's going to be just yet, but fingers crossed it'll be out pretty soon. And then we got our Amazon store for things that I use in the car, like this this phone charger that I have, that I just set my phone in. It's wireless charging. So I got a water bottle that I use. I got food that I eat all the time in the car. Just different stuff that's available through DoorDash. And even if you don't get something off of our list and you use the link and you buy something else, it helps me out. You know, help me buy a tank of gas or something. So anyway, much appreciated if you have an opportunity to do that. And thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow where we find out if we hit the $100 or not. So check that out. See ya. Bye.